Right, so today I want to discuss why a type 2 diabetes coaching program is so effective. So, are you just sick to death of being a slave to your blood sugar meter? Exhausted from the endless cycle of medications that never seem to work? And also terrified that your diabetes will rob you of your future? So, just stop right there. There is a secret weapon in the war against diabetes that big pharma and even your doctor doesn't want you to know about. It's called a diabetes coaching program. So you're sitting in front of your device and you did a search for a diabetes health coach, and this video came up. So let me help you find the answers you are looking for. So my name is Vivian Neveling. I'm the founder and CEO of Elite Health Renewal, aka the Diabetes Slayer. So the question you're asking is, will investing in a diabetes coach really work and why? But before we dive in, here is something that is so important that you as a type 2 diabetic need to know. And if you're currently on standard of care, that is any treatment prescribed by a doctor that involves prescription medication, then you need to know that your doctor is lying to you. Listen up and let me explain. So, standard of care labels diabetes as a chronic progressive disease. Right, so their treatment has a 99.9% failure rate. So, let me repeat that 99.9%. Now, this isn't according to me. This is according to a large clinical trial called the Kaiser Permanente study. And it wasn't only three diabetics. It included 122,000 adults with type 2 diabetes. So, standard of care was shown to have a remission rate of only 0.1%. And then also the rate of prolonged remission was extremely rare at 0.007%. And the study also found that chances of dying or mortality were higher than the chances of any remission. Right. So I bet this story sounds familiar. You're sitting in the doctor's office. The diagnosis hits you like a ton of bricks. Type 2 diabetes. Your doctor scribbles out a prescription for metformin and sends you on your way. But here's the shocking truth. And this is what they don't want you to know. Metformin. It's just playing a shell game with your blood sugar. Instead of fixing the real problem, it's forcing that excess sugar into your liver. And when your liver can't handle it anymore, it becomes a ticking time bomb. Your body desperately dumps this sugar everywhere it can, your kidneys, your nerves, your eyes, your heart. Yes. And then eventually it piles up as fat. I mean, talk about robbing Peter to pay Paul. Meanwhile, your doctor pats himself on the back because your blood sugar numbers look better on paper, but inside, your body is still at war with itself. The disturbing reality is this: you'll need more and more meds as time goes on. And those horrifying complications and side effects, and I mean, heaven forbid, heart attacks, strokes, amputations, blindness, they're still lurking around the corner. It's just the nature of the disease they tell you with the show. Hogwash. Here's what they don't want you to realize. This standard of care is like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. It doesn't touch the root cause. It doesn't fix your cell's ability to process glucose. And it sure as heck doesn't cure anything. The end game? It's a one-way ticket to disability and early death from organ failure. But let me ask you something. Did your doctor bother to tell you any of this when they handed you that prescription? I thought not. Hold everything. I'm about to share a diabetes bombshell that will turn your world upside down. So are you sitting down? Because what I'm about to tell you might just be the most exciting news you've heard since your diagnosis. Type 2 diabetes is 100% reversible. Not manageable, not controllable, reversible. And I'll say it again because I know it sounds almost impossible after all the doom and gloom you've heard. Not every single aspect of the so-called lifelong condition can be turned around, and I mean everything. But Here's the critical truth most people miss. There are two non-negotiable pillars that make the difference between success and failure. So, pillar number one, you must completely reject the chronic progressive disease lie that's been forced down your throat. The moment you understand this condition is reversible, you'll unlock a door to freedom you never knew existed. So the second pillar, you need a battle-tested coach who knows their stuff cold, not some clipboard carrying rookie who's memorized a few pamphlets. I'm talking about a seasoned pro who's been in the trenches and knows exactly how to guide you to victory. But here's a warning. If either of these pillars is missing, your chances of success plummet faster than a lead balloon. But when you have both, oh, magic happens. The first thing I want to address is the fact that a lot of people say, Vivian, you know what? I can do this on my own. Sure, they can. Anyone can. But the thing is, how much are you going to end up paying to the university of not knowing? It will take you longer to get to your destination. And as you know, diabetics do not have the luxury of time. Diabetes coaches do this every day. This is what they eat, live, and breathe. So they have seen it all before, and they can take you by the hand and guide you through your reversal journey. So this is what I absolutely love about a diabetes coach. So a coach is someone who tells you what you don't want to hear, who has you see what you don't want to see, so you can be who you have always known you could be. Now, this quote was by Tom Landry. He was the legendary American football coach who led the Dallas Cowboys for 29 seasons. So I reckon he knows what he's talking about. So here are 5 key aspects I want to discuss with you about the most effective diabetes coaching. Right, so I'm not talking about any coach. I'm talking about a true sage, a battle-hardened coach who's conquered type 2 diabetes over and over again for their clients and emerged victorious. So the first thing is sight. So they'll spot your health blind spots faster than you can say hyperglycemia. You're too close to the condition, and they'll show you exactly what you're missing. And then accountability. Think you can cheat on your diet? Well, think again. A real coach will keep you on track like your life depends on it, because it really does. And imagine having a personal success ally who transforms your diabetes management from a lonely uphill battle into a victorious team effort. That's the power of accountability your diabetes health coach provides. Now, while willpower alone often crumbles in the face of temptation, your coach's unwavering support and regular check-ins create an invisible force field against excuses, making it virtually impossible for you to stray from your health goals. So when you invest in a coach, you're not just buying expertise, you're guaranteeing your success by hardwiring accountability into your daily life, turning the I should into I did, and making consistent progress as inevitable as sunrise. And then we move on to grounding. Now brace yourself for some tough love. A coach isn't your enabler. They're your health drill sergeant, dishing out the hard truths you need to know. Right, and then expertise. So why would you fumble through conflicting advice when you can follow a proven path? Their experience is your express ticket to type 2 diabetes reversal and good health. And then last of all, a sounding board. So if you're struggling with temptations or craving, tempted to give up, a coach is your secret ally, your confidant, your personal motivation machine. So I love stats and something that backs up facts, right? So here are some interesting stats. So the probability of achieving a goal. So if you hear an idea, your probability of achieving the goal is 10%. If you consciously decide to adopt it, it's 25. If you decide that you will do it, it's 40%. If you actually plan how to do it, goes up to 50%. And if you commit to someone like your partner or a friend, then it will go up to 65%. Now, Without a coach, you've got a measly 5% of achieving your goal. With a coach, that skyrockets to 95%. And this is according to the American Society of Training and Development. So, a primary key in working smarter and not harder is to focus on the areas that will get you the most results. So, coaches focus you like a laser beam in the right direction. And that brings me to, let's discuss the difference between a doctor versus a diabetes health coach, because we all thought the doctors would lead us to health, right? Have you ever gone to your doctor for a checkup? Now, first off, they're always late. I mean, always. And I really can't even think of one who was really on time, right? And I mean, they act like royalty. Sheesh, it's so annoying. And then you sit there while your doctor rushes you through your 15-minute appointment, scribbling prescriptions and muttering about standard protocols. Now, on the other hand, a diabetes health coach dedicates hours to understanding your unique challenges, then crafting a personalized battle plan that fits your life. It's unlike the cookie cutter approach of conventional medicine. Your coach becomes your personal health champion, believing in your ability to conquer diabetes and holding you accountable every step of the way. So when your doctor throws up his hands and suggests increasing your meds, your diabetes health coach rolls up their sleeves, digs deep into your lifestyle, and unlocks the hidden potential for healing that's been inside you all along. Right, then they hush you out of the office, and you most often than not have more questions than answers. And you always feel like an idiot if you ask a question, right? Anyway, listen up. If you're not working with a diabetes coach, you're actually voluntarily playing Russian roulette with your health. The question isn't like, can you afford a coach? The real question is, can you afford to gamble with your life? So, how are you showing up in this moment? Are you committed to investing in yourself? I mean, if this literally wasn't an expense, if this was an investment with an ROI, if I could really get a return on this investment, well, it turns out it's not actually an expense. It's then obviously an investment. So an expense is like throwing money down a bottomless pit. So when you pay your doctor, you're shelling out hard-earned cash for a grim prophecy. Diabetes is a chronic progressive condition. It's like paying someone to tell you it's going to rain every day for the rest of your life. I mean, you leave with a fistful full of prescriptions, a head full of worries, and a wallet that's a lot lighter. I mean, that's not healthcare. That's an expense with no end in sight. And on the other hand, we have return on investment. So that's planting seeds for a healthier, wealthier future. Now, investing in a diabetes health coach, that's like buying a golden ticket to a healthier future. Every dollar you spend is a seed planted in the fertile soil of possibility. So your coach doesn't just manage your condition, they help you conquer it. They give you the tools, the knowledge, and support to eliminate medications, avoid costly complications, and reclaim your vitality. So the real price tag, the devastating cost of inaction for type 2 diabetes. Now, while you're hesitating about investing in a diabetes health coach, the meter is running, and the cost is far higher than you might think. So let's talk about the real price of inaction. So first of all, your health, the silent thief. So every day you delay, diabetes is robbing you blind. It's stealing your eyesight, gnawing at your nerves, clogging your arteries. Without decisive action, you're looking at blindness that steals your independence, amputations that rob your mobility, kidney failure that chains you to dialysis, heaven forbid, heart attacks, strokes that can all end it in an instant. Then your wallet, the financial tsunami. If you think diabetes is expensive now, just wait. As complications pile up, so do the bills. skyrocketing medication costs, frequent hospitalizations at thousands per day, specialized treatments, frail care that insurance won't cover. And then also, if you're still working, lost wages from sick days and disability. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands, potentially millions over your lifetime. And that's if you're lucky enough to have good insurance. And then, of course, your family, the hidden victims. You know, your loved ones pay the price too. The emotional toll of watching you suffer, the physical strain of becoming your caretaker. Who knows? I mean, the financial burden of your mounting medical bills, the lost quality time, and that in most cases, it's so hard. So instead of being a source of joy and support, you become a source of stress and worry to your family. And I mean, is that the legacy you want to leave? So the bottom line, every day you don't act is a day you're choosing this bleak future. You're signing up for a lifetime of decline, dependence, and financial ruin. Or you can invest in a diabetes coach today. You could take the first step towards reclaiming your health, protecting your finances, and becoming a pillar of strength for your family instead of a burden. Now, the choice is yours. But remember, while you're deciding, diabetes isn't waiting, it's acting right now. So, what's it going to be? The crushing cost of inaction or the life-changing investment in your future? The clock is ticking. What will you choose? Now, a few years back, I actually did a 5-day diabetes challenge on Facebook. It was a free challenge. We had a lot of fun. It was amazing. Learning a lot, you know. Anyways, and there was a lady, she had also joined the group. And yeah, so about a year ago, I was scrolling through Facebook as you do. And this blue kind of thing hit me, and I'm reading phantom pain is real and it's not fun at all. And it's like, oof, phantom pain, we all know that's often an amputation where you still feel your leg. And I realized it was this lady. We were friends, obviously, we still are friends. And so someone posts, Uncle Joe said, since you responded to my post, first I'll tell you, my left leg was amputated below the knee on the 16th. Okay, so, and then her friend says, what? I didn't realize you were having so much trouble with your diabetes. Hoping you get to feel better. And then she says, I didn't realize it either till the 2 ulcers on my feet weren't healing. Then the infection got bad. I went to the ER because I really wasn't feeling well. Next thing I know, I'm being admitted and told I'm having amputation surgery the next day. Things happened so fast. And then she goes on saying now she has to pick a facility and she's running out of time. I mean, you don't have any time. The time to start this is yesterday. It goes so, so fast. And she should have just taken action sooner. Maybe she could have prevented all of this. It is just so sad. Diabetes robs you of everything. So act now. Your health is hanging in the balance. Are you going to let diabetes win? Start today and start your journey to unshakable health and freedom from diabetes. Remember, your future self will thank you or curse you. The choice is yours. So, dear soon to be former diabetic, stop everything you're doing and pay attention. Because for far too long, people with type 2 diabetes have been given the wrong information and the wrong treatment. And it's time to change the paradigm. So listen up, because this is the moment that could change everything. We've just released an exclusive video masterclass, and this isn't just any ordinary video. It's a comprehensive step-by-step guide crafted to help you reverse your type 2 diabetes. Just revitalize your health and shed those stubborn pounds. But here's the catch. This masterclass isn't for everyone. So we are looking for action takers, people who are coachable and are dead set on turning their lives around. And if that's you, then for the love of everything that's holy, don't wait another second. Click the link in the description to access now. So the masterclass is there. So this could be the turning point that changes your life, that starts your journey to diabetes reversal. Your new life is waiting. It's us versus type 2 diabetes. We're on the same team. Are you with me? Go watch the masterclass.